So today we're looking at unemployment later on this week.
I'm not interested in unemployment anymore. I'm assuming that problem is progressively solved. You know, the ongoing global recovery, looking good, looking good. I'm more interested in this action with Metorex today. I mean,
yes, indeed.
Rival bid, we haven't had one of these for at least, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years. People were worried that the Vale bid was there, but this rumored Chinese thing was never going to materialize. But what we've got now is the Chinese being advised by no lesser bank than Goldman Sachs. So we've got 2 bids on the table. Fantastic.
But isn't it interesting? Yesterday, Metorex says we're not expecting a bid. This morning, Vale says we are expecting some kind of counter bid, and then we get a counter bid later.
Well, I mean, you know, it's
today.
correct, because you can't talk about these things in the public domain until you have the letter with the takeover authorities guaranteeing that the money's on the table.
Closely correlated, though, Paul.
What?
All the announcements that we've been seeing since.
Well, I mean, obviously these things have been going on in the background, and there are people that know these things.
Indeed.
So you know, the price has been moving higher. Yeah, and this one has in fact been a bit too leaky. I think it wouldn't be inappropriate for the authorities to have a closer look at it.
You don't own Metorex at this point.
No, we've got a couple of clients who've had small positions along the way, and we keep getting these calls from people, which is what I mean when I say the thing's a bit leaky. So somebody phones and says, I've heard via, you know, someone's brother-in-law that is related to the company secretary's third cousin, and
so
you know,
please buy today.
Yeah, exactly. Now that sort of thing is a bit problematic.
Did you have these calls yesterday, Paul?
No, we got them like last week.
Did you make good on
Well,
those
you know,
calls,
you kind of say to people, well, I don't know if this is for real or not, but if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. People do open themselves up for these kinds of follow-throughs, though. You're right.
Bidding war, would you say, is because Vale has actually said they're not going to do anything more in terms of R7.35. They've got 8 days.
They've got until the 15th of July. Look, they will also say that they're not necessarily going to do anything. But I think it depends. There's been a management shift in Vale where it appeared that they were not going to do this thing, you know, like global expansion. And now they wanted to do this anyway. So I'd be a little bit concerned that, but I mean, you've got the firm offer on the table from the Chinese, from Jinshan, so that's fine,
exactly.
right?
And well, Reinhard Ritt actually says that even if they do see a bidding war, we do see a bidding war, he doubts that Vale will actually win. He says it's a state-owned company, the Chinese company, and therefore they've got a lot more clout
look, I mean,
power.
Vale also is got the backing of the Brazilian state with a big shareholding. So, you know, I think both of them are big elephants. You don't need to worry about their credit quality. It comes down now to who wants it most. But isn't it interesting? A couple of years ago, the DRC would have been regarded as totally, you know, verboten. Who'd want to go there? But obviously the asset is that attractive.
And I remember Peter Major actually saying that when the announcement was made for R7.35, he says, I would take it and run if I was Metorex. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Okay, so Group 5, headline earnings per share could be down by as much as 55%.
Yeah, disappointing. Disappointing, you know, because one does expect these things to turn. And when the idea is that things are going to turn, then you want to start seeing that validated with some good numbers. And yet it's remained soft. But, you know, overall, I'm extremely thrilled about the overall levels of the market. I hope you've noticed that we're in the green now for the year. So all of those people that were worried about the world ending and Greece and all that nonsense, it's all over.